So hello and welcome to episode 24 of the Online Arena. My name is Wangari Njoroge, and on this episode we are going to be talking about body shaming. Before we even start this discussion, let us first of all watch this video.
No flat tummy, no Valentine gifts.
Wewe, wacha kukosoa wanawake wenzako. Wewe kwanza lori ya mchanga imebeba kukuliko. Auoni hapo kuna shida? Unashinda ukiringia watu na maflat tummy hapa hivi, tumbo yenyewe imenyauka imeshikana na mgongo huko ndani. Inafanya deep meditation na organs. Wewe kwanza ushajiuliza kampuni ya makeup ikifungwa kama utakuwa safe na vile unaitegemeaga? Sura yenyewe ni ngumu hata kuliko mkundu. Siku ingine ukikuja kutuonyesha maflat tummy, una make sure pia matako umetuonyesha. Acha kustigmatize wanawake wenzako huko nje, unawa emotional torture. Kitambi flat tummy is a genetically given, by the way. Unaweza fanya mazoezi na hata hakuna kitu. Acha kutocha watu huko nje. Nonsense, nimeenda.
Don't know who is right or who is wrong, or both of them are right or both of them are wrong, for just calling out other people like that because of their physical appearance. Is something that you cannot change, and that is what we are going to be talking about today. A discussion that I'm going to be doing all on my own, because these are just my sentiments about body shaming. So when we talk about body shaming, we are talking about when you make hurtful comments about someone, and you can do this by mocking the way they look. And we all know that body image is really important for all of us. It helps to build confidence, and yeah, this is something I wrote about, by the way, somewhere in the beginning of this week, and I had the privilege to be published in one of the national newspapers. Yeah, and it was just about body image and how other people's opinions, how they can destroy or build us. And no matter how much they say that what people say doesn't matter, it really does. I am personally a victim of body shaming because I'm a tall girl, which according to stereotypes you're not supposed to be. You're supposed to be a short lady. And sometimes when people give me compliments, maybe when they meet me and they tell me, oh, you're tall, you're a model, oh, you're tall, you're an air hostess, I'm really torn between whether to take that as a good thing or a bad thing, because it's something that I'm really conscious about, something that I'm insecure about. You know, when you, and it's such an insecurity because sometimes you're forced to stand out even when you just want to fit in. It just feels like ridiculous when I'm in high heels. You get trying to just be on the low, but I can never, like literally I can never be on the low. Yeah, so, and it's just not about that. There are other people who find themselves too fat, and maybe even in my own eyes you're perfect, but you yourself, you're feeling like, oh, I'm too much. Or it can be the other way around. Maybe I personally, when I'm this thin, I'm fine with it, but you, when you see me, you assume that I'm sick or that I underfeed, things like those. So stereotypes are slowly killing people. Like I saw people saying that when you have a kitambi, just this big tummy, that it's about time you get your own car. So they assume people with kitambis have money. There are stickers that say that if you're a fat person, if you're a fat person, you pay for 2 seats. That is just something that someone doesn't have control over. Then maybe it's just business, or maybe it's just a sticker for fun, but you do not know how that person on the receiving end takes it. And that is what happens. Most of us body shame others unintentionally. We don't know how she will take that you've told her she's tall or she's short. Wow. You just said it as a compliment. You don't know how they take the fact that they are dark. Maybe they don't like being dark. And you've seen how opinions and these comments have taken people even to extents of doing plastic surgeries, bleaching, and not all of them go right. Some of them, like totally, they look worse. Yeah, from how, because there's that stereotype, there's that notion that people have. This is how this particular person is supposed to look. Because you're 18, you're not supposed to be that big. You see, if you're big, they start referring to you as the fat kid. And you know our bodies are like the first thing that sells us. You see, like maybe if you're just a function, and then people don't know who you are, and then later maybe they're talking something that you're part of the discussion. Okay, so let's say we are in a gathering where there was let's say a member of parliament who is not known. They're just seated there, and then later on you come and tell me, oh, did you notice that member of parliament who was seated next to you? I'm like, no. You didn't see that fat guy? I don't know. It just happens. It just happens because our bodies are the first impression that someone will see. So you cannot blame anyone for body shaming. Some of them actually do it as a compliment or just as part of a talk. But the way it sits with another person is just not right. And you never know where the shoe is pressing until you're the one who has to fit in it. You do not, maybe you see someone is out there comfortable in their skin, but they wish they were just a bit thinner or slender. They just wish they had hair all over their heads. And then the first thing that you say when you see them is, oh, you're bald. That is unintentional, but I like to reserve my comments, especially when it comes to the body, someone's body, someone that I don't know, that they are not comfortable when I talk about their skin color, about their weight. So I just reserve it. And there's no particular remedy for body shaming because literally everyone is doing it. Old people are doing it unintentionally. There are others who are doing it intentionally, like that guy in that video. And you cannot maybe put a law on it and say if someone talks, body shames someone, this is what will happen to them. No, you can't do that. So the only thing that we can do is accept how we are. If you're thin, if you're tall, if you don't have hair, if you're dark, you just accept the way you are, because there's nothing, absolutely nothing else that can be done. So you just have to love yourself as you are and take it as an advantage, you see. Because for example, for big guys, they can be security people in restaurants. For tall people, tall ladies like I am, we can be models, we can be air hostesses. For what else? Yeah, etc. I can't think of any other, but it's hard to make that comment from people who don't know you sit right with you. But there's nothing that you can do about it, because if I tell my close friend I'm not comfortable with you saying that I'm white, and then later on I go to a place. I go to a place where my friend is not there, and then someone sees me and they're like, oh, you're too white. Then you tell them I'm really not comfortable when people give comments about my skin color, so you go somewhere else. And then, because that is the first thing that everyone will see, you see, everyone will see. And these are just body faults. Okay, I don't know whether it's right to say they are faults that you do not have control over. You see, they're alleged. I can say they are alleged body faults. They're really not body faults, because we are beautifully, wonderfully, fearfully made. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching to the end, and continue watching my other videos. Yeah, God bless.